Cheap, not broke fam. What's going on, good people? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, this is where we talk about money, business, value, and everything cheap, not broke. Because we're all about value, not price. Okay? People blah, blah, blah. People think being cheap is all about low quality, trash products. No, it's not. Cheap is about doing the research. Cheap, not broke is about making money and having money. Anyway, my name is Malcolm Hall. Thank you all for coming to the channel. And what we talking about today? You saw it, the tips, the tip jar. And the reason why I did this, I want to talk about this, is because I have noticed that the tip jar is now a thing of decent memory, as a memory. They do not have tips anymore. I went somewhere, and I saw this young lady. It's back to school. Back to school. I saw this young lady, and we were having a conversation. She said she's going back to school, trying to get her school clothes and all this good stuff. I said, well, you know what? Let me help this young lady out. Let me give her a tip. Now, me, when you're checking out, normally they ask you, do you want to give like 10%, 15%, 20%? I don't do that. Why? Because you don't know where that money's going. Where the heck is that money going? You don't know. We don't know. That money does not go straight to the employee. I asked this young lady, I said, excuse me, if I give you a tip through this app, through this checkout, do you know how much money you get at the end of the day? She said, no, I don't. I'm not sure. I said, well, can I give you a can I give you a tip? She said, no, I can't take cash tips. So I asked her, I said, so I just want to make sure I'm understanding here. I can't give you cash, and the cash that I choose to give you, I have to give it through the app or give it through this checkout system. And you don't know how much you're getting. She said, that's right. I said, that's a scam. That's ridiculous. What are they doing out here? They are cheating people. And this money goes straight to the company. They're not getting that tip money. They are not getting the tip money. I'm trying to tell you right now. These tips that they're quote unquote telling us to give these people, they're not giving them. And then some places, they're not even allowing you to leave a tip. You can't even leave a cash tip. What the hell is that? What is going on with that? I mean, come on, they're already not paying people enough, and you can't leave a cash tip. This is ridiculous. Come on, man. That's like telling the kids they can't go trick or treat no more. This is how business goes. This is how just things work. You should always be able to leave a person a cash tip. Well, I left her a tip anyway. I said, hey, listen, just take the money. It's okay. Look, just take the money. Take the money. I said, I'm gonna leave the money here. And if you don't get it, somebody else gonna get it. So I don't know if she left that money there for somebody else, but I'm sure she took the money. But that's ridiculous. I mean, now I'm wondering, are they even paying taxes on this money? Is this below line tax? I mean, above line tax or below line tax money? I'm not sure, but I want to know, where is this money going? Because I work in accounting. I do not see a line item for tips and wages that come through. Now, granted, I don't work for a company that we have restaurants, so I'm not sure about that. But I just know one thing. One thing I do know is that when you leave a tip for a person, they should be able to count that money up and know exactly how much they got home. That's why some people work certain jobs. Like when you work at a steakhouse, the benefit of working at a steakhouse is the tip money. They give you a lot of tip money. A benefit, excuse me, one of the benefits of being a stripper is the tips. You wouldn't be a stripper if they weren't tipping you. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. Stripping, it doesn't make no sense if you're going to strip and you're not going to get no tips. What you doing this for? You going to wait for a 2-week check? That's a regular job. No, you got to get paid right now, today. And they are trying to take all your money. This is why they're trying to get rid of cash. This is why so many places do not allow you to pay cash anymore. Why? Because when you pay cash, it's a hand-to-hand transaction, and we don't have to have anybody taking the fee. If you do something for me, I give you $100. That's your $100. If you do something for me and I pay you through Cash App, Cash App is going to take a fee if you want that money right now. You got to wait like 5-10 days to get that money. And they're a hedge fund. They're just holding all this money up there, doing all this other crazy stuff. It's a whole nother story. But what I'm saying is, it's ridiculous, and it's getting out of pocket that you can't even get tips. And what they're trying to do, there are people already pissed off about the tips because you got DoorDash and all these other services. If you don't leave them a tip, they're not going to do anything. They're going to leave your food there. They're going to complain. You see the videos on TikTok all the time. These people are complaining about not getting tips and all this other good stuff. Look here, your order is only $12. How much you expect the tip to be? How much you expect the tip to be? And then I don't know if they're getting taxed on the tip now. I don't know if the tip money goes straight to them. We don't know this now because all the tips are going through all the software now, and the software incurs fees. So I was just highly upset to know that you can't even get cash tips no more. Some of the best jobs in the world are tips. Strippers get a lot of tips. Their whole bottom line is tip money. So what happens with them? We're gonna have to put the money in the app. No, that's not going to work out. When I get my luggage, I ride a bus to a parking garage, and when you get off the bus, they take your bags off. I usually tip the gentleman because he's down there lifting those bags up, and it's an older gentleman. He's not the youngest guy in the world. Want to make sure he has some extra money and put some money in his pocket. It just makes me feel good. But if I can't put cash in his pocket, what the hell is he out here for? He's out here day and night. All these buses coming in, pulling all this stuff off, and you can't tip people. But what's even deeper issue is that you can't tip people, but the government, you can lobby. Isn't that not like tipping? Is that like bribery? You can lobby people. You can pay these people like politicians do this all the time. Companies pay politicians millions and millions of dollars to keep things going their way. All right. But here we are. Nobody's complaining about that. But you got the person at the bottom. They're just they did a great service. They had excellent service. They went above and beyond. I want to give them a tip. I can't even do that now. What kind of stuff is this? You can't even give people tips no more. You can't even, that's the lifeblood of working class America is the tip. The tip is big, even in comedy. I need tips in comedy. There's a lot of times we've done comedy shows and they only pay us the tips. So if we can't get no damn tips no more, I don't know what the world's coming to. Man, if somebody does something nice for you, I can't give you a few dollars. Man, world's going to hell in a handbasket. This is crazy, ridiculous. I'm telling you, I went to the store and I couldn't give this lady tips. I was confused. I was like, man, what are they doing? And now, if you look at the line items, they're charging you a surcharge. So a lot of times when you're going to a restaurant, you see this surcharge. They're charging 3%, 5%, service fee for what? And then they already automatically charge you gratuity. So you're getting charged gratuity, and then they're getting you with the surcharge. So you're already paying more money, and nobody knows where the heck this money's going. Nobody knows where it's going. And another thing I've noticed, when you're checking out at a lot of places, like you're ordering food online, it'll automatically check the tip for you. So if you're not paying attention, if you just click checking out, it's going to hit a chip. It's going to hit the tip hit the tip box for you. You're going to tip and not even mean to tip. So they're already hustling you. This stuff is illegal. This should be illegal. But who's going to complain about it? I mean, we have to go back to the pandemic and people not purchase the services for that to happen. That's the only way it's going to happen. But otherwise, people are going to keep buying this stuff and people are going to go for it. So, and now I did watch another video. Another YouTuber was speaking of like, you don't have to pay it. Like, I don't know about that. I'm not going to get in a situation where they put this on the bill and you don't pay it. Then they call the police and you got a whole situation. I don't want to have to deal with that. Now, he's not black. I'm black. So I'm not going to get there and say, oh, I'm not paying the service fee. I'm not doing none of that stuff. But the fact of the matter is this. They're getting out of pocket with this tipping stuff. You know who needs tip? You can't tip your doctor. You can't tip your lawyer. The people that you really want to tip, you can't tip them. I think the chef should be tipped. You tipping the waitress. What about the chef? The chef did all the work because the food nasty. I don't care who served the food to me. The chef should be tipped. You can't tip him, and you can't tip your pilot. Your pilot should be tipped. Hey, pilot, hey man, everybody get a pilot $20. $20. Everybody should get a pilot $20, but you can't do that. Why? Because America is trying to stab us in the back. And it's not just America, it's the corporations. They're going to make millions and millions of dollars off of all these tip fees and all these service fees, and nobody's going to do anything about it. They should have to make these numbers public to the people. Everybody should know, should have some idea of how much money you're making and how you're doing all this. But granted, they're not letting us do this. They're hiding all this stuff, and they're just taking advantage of people, and we're just paying it. We're paying all this money. That's not Cheap Not Broke. I'm Cheap Not Broke, and I'm going to expose this. I'm looking for some more people. I want to interview somebody and talk to them about tips and just ask, hey, do you feel like you're getting all your tips from your employer? Because you've seen a lot of class action lawsuits. People have been suing their employers because they're not getting the money. People have been getting the tips, and the employer's not paying your tip money. So if you work for tips, you need to make sure you write down how much tip money you're getting because they're not giving it to you. Then you got to take these people to court. And then you take them to court, they're going to give you a check for like $7, $8. I just got a check from AutoZone because we went to class action to AutoZone. Got like a $6 tip. Crazy. Ridiculous. But hey, I appreciate everybody who's tuning in and liking this stuff, man. We gotta get some more followers in here to keep watching the videos. But look, I just want to bring these things to your attention. When I bring this stuff on live, I'm trying to bring this stuff to your attention. They're getting out of pocket with the tips. They're taking all your money. They want to beat you over the head, okay? And they want to put you in jail. All this other stuff. I think it's just ridiculous. Bring the tip jar back. Bring the tip jar back, because you know what? The tip jar doesn't put any pressure on you. You don't have to leave a tip if you don't want to. If you want to leave a tip, cool, there's a tip jar. If you don't, you don't. The tip jar is what should be brought back. They should have the tip jar everywhere. So if you want to leave a tip in the tip jar, that's great. And everybody can count that money up at the night and end of the night and split it up. That's how it should be. That's how it's supposed to be. But apparently, that's not how it goes. That's not how it's working right now. So I don't know what to say about that. This is some ridiculous stuff. You're a crazy mess. But and if you've been watching the channel, supporting the channel, I appreciate you supporting the channel. I appreciate you liking the videos. I appreciate everybody who's doing what they do, because hey, all this stuff is not possible without all you, the users, the viewers, and all that good stuff. By the way, I got some new merch for you. I got some new merch. Damn, where's the merch at? I'm gonna get the merch. Where's the merch? Where's the merch? The merch. I appreciate everybody who supports and buys the merch and all this good stuff, man, because it really helps me out. It really helps me keep us going on. I gotta buy this equipment, all these other good things. So support the merch. Grab a t-shirt. I got these new Cheap Not Broke t-shirts on here with the official patch on there. Check it out. Bam. This patch is sold on just for you. It's nice. It's really cool. When you show up, everybody, what is that? That's Cheap Not Broke. Let me join. You got to join. If you haven't, go to cheapnotbroke.com. Join the email list so you can stay updated with what Cheap Not Broke has going on, what Cheap Not Broke is doing and not doing. And what we're not doing is getting taken advantage of with these damn tips. That's not what we're going to let happen. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in, watching the video. For my one viewer right now, appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And everybody else who dipped out, I appreciate it. I know you got stuff to do. You can't stay watch the whole time. But for those who do, I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Deuces.